Thank you so much for joining us today on Coffee With. My guest today is a very recognizable face around Vicksburg, Dr. John Walls. You've been retired from, well, first of all, welcome to Coffee With.
Thank you, thank you.
Don't drink too much coffee because you'll get hyped up and then I'm not going to know what to do with you.
Well, it's a little hot for coffee for me anyway. Good glass of ice water, lemonade.
Now, everybody's going to recognize you as Assistant Superintendent, parentheses, retired, gladly retired,
right,
from Vicksburg Warren School District.
Right.
But coincidentally, back at work now.
That's right.
What are you doing now?
Well, I'm serving as administrative assistant to Dr. Johnson and Dr. Swinford, and my role is to do whatever they ask me to do.
That's right.
Yeah,
Are you good at doing what other people tell you to do?
Yes.
Yeah, you learned that over the
Right,
years.
I'm a leader, but I know how to take orders also.
Yeah, that's important,
Yeah.
isn't it? It is. Okay, but you're here today to talk about the Midwinter Alcorn State University. Let's see, I want to get this right, John. The Midwinter Conference for the Alcorn State University Alumni Association.
That's right.
And you're the chairperson for this conference.
I am.
And this is going on February 23rd through 26th of next year.
Right.
And we're talking about it so early because we want to get the word out. We want people to know about it. And you're going to come back later and talk about it some more, but hit the high points for me.
Okay. The Alcorn Alumni Association has a Midwinter Conference in February every year. And we rotate 2 out-of-state conventions. We just came back from Chicago, and we do 1 interstate. And next year for our out-of-state will be in Atlanta, Georgia, and that's 2013. In 2014, we'll be in Washington, D.C. So we carry it across the country to those cities that want to host it. Midwinter Conference. They have a great alumni chapter and a great alumni association and great members. And we spread the word about Alcorn, and we do fundraising and get an update from the president and so on. It's well attended. Last one we had in Tunica, Mississippi, for the banquet, we had like 708 for the banquet on Saturday night. But let me back up to the Thursday the 23rd. On Thursday the 23rd, we'll be having registration at the Hampton Inn. We'll be having a hospitality that Thursday night at the Hampton Inn. And then Friday, all the activities will move to the convention center. And at the convention center on Friday morning, we're going to have a health fair, open and free, sponsored by River Region Hospital. And then in the afternoon, we have our business session. And then Friday night, we're going to have a flashback. We're going to go back to something called Palo.
I think it's the last page. There you go.
And we're going to have different individuals from different chapters performing their talents, like the Palo night at the Blue Room, the history of Blue Room here in Vicksburg. Yes. And so we'll have that talent that Friday night rather. And we'll also have something for the young at heart also. They're going to have one side of the convention be set up for the young alumni, doing cards, domino, a little dance. Maybe they may have some, what we used to call a sock hop and things like that. That's on Friday. On Saturday, we'll have committee meetings Saturday mornings, and Saturday afternoon we'll have our final business session. And Saturday night we'll have our banquet. And this year's speaker is going to be Second Congressional District Bennett Thompson, who represents us in Vicksburg and in Alcorn District.
Right.
And then Sunday morning we'll all get up and have ecumenical services, get the word from the man, and go home. But we have a great weekend planned.
Well, I think it's fantastic that you're bringing this to Vicksburg, especially if we're talking about bringing 700 people in. It's a lot of hotel rooms and a lot of restaurants. And
I forgot, on Friday also we have what we call the Heritage Luncheon. And at the Heritage Luncheon, we're going to recognize and honor local Alcornites who's made outstanding contribution to this community, the Vicksburg-Warren County community, and to Alcorn. And we're going to try to narrow that list down to about 20, 25 folks that we're going to recognize.
Wow.
But that's going to be one of the highlights of the convention, I believe. The Heritage Luncheon.
Now, don't you also have a golf tournament associated with this?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that, Robyn. That will be the Friday before homecoming, October 21st, here in Vicksburg.
Okay, that's not really associated with this meeting.
No, but it's still good for Alcorn because it's a fundraiser for athletics.
Okay.
At Alcorn.
Okay, so if somebody's watching this, they're an alumni, they haven't joined the association, it's not too late.
No, it's not too late.
They can join the association, they can come to the meeting.
Right.
What do they need to do?
Well, we start in September. We take July and August off.
Okay.
But we meet here at the Alcorn Alumni, the Alcorn headquarters on Cherry Street, 7 p.m. on third Fridays of each month. And all you need to do is come to the meeting, and the dues are minimum, and that'll take care of national and local, and get involved. We need some support. Alcorn needs some support.
Y'all must have a very large alumni association to have a meeting every year and to be able to host it in different locations around the country.
We think so, because Alcorn has a long history and a long reputation, and this is the one time it's almost like a class reunion.
Yeah.
And the classes get together and plan, as a matter of fact, for the following May when we have alumni weekend here in Vicksburg. We do that area here in Vicksburg. We have a alumni weekend, and so the classes get together and plan and raise funds and make presentations to the president. And it's gotten to the point now where classes are competing against each other to see who's going to give the largest. Last year's class, I think, gave over 100,000. The class of the class of the ones gave over 100,000. So now it's a challenge upon the class of twos to try to get close to 200,000, and that's been the challenge. And then at that same weekend, we have what we call the golden class, and they participate in commencement, and they're given their golden diploma at Alcorn as part of the commencement exercises.
And what is that? Who's that for?
That's for the golden class, 50-year class.
Okay.
And 50-year class, I'm waiting on mine.
You have a ways to go on
that. No, let's see. About 8 years. About 8 years, I have my 50-year goal. I want to wear my golden robe.
Well, we're going to embed some of this information in your interview so that people can see it. If they have any questions about it, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
They can do our website,
okay,
which is listed there. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see.
It's Vicksburg alumni at att.net.
They can go to the website or look in the phone book and call me.
Okay.
601-634-6349.
Okay. What else do you want to tell us that I didn't ask you?
We just are asking that the community support us and come to some of our affairs and be a part of Alcorn.
Absolutely.
Because we're looking forward to having a full branch here in Vicksburg at some point.
Yes.
Alcorn is claiming this is our territory, and it is.
Yes, it is. Okay. We're just right down the road.
That's right.
John, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you'll come back before the meeting and we can get updated and find out all the different events going on and what kind of response y'all have had, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Okay.
And let me take this opportunity to thank Aaron Powell and Lisa Sanders, who worked very close with me at the convention center. But I also want to thank you because...
Oh, wait, don't say what you're going to say.
No, I'm not going to say that. I just want to thank you for the opportunity to come here to serve.
Well, I'm glad you came here. You know, you and I are friends, and we've worked on different things over the last few years, and I think we worked on one golf tournament together.
We did, and we're going to work on another one.
We're going to work on another one together, and
a
couple other things.
And you owe me financially.
Now, that's for another interview, John.
Okay.
But I am appreciative.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much for coming today.
All right, thank you for having me.
Promotional consideration provided by
Amber Sanders from Happy Hair. Get your hair happy at 3402 Wisconsin Avenue.